Do you know that every time you say, I'm going to do something, you're actually putting it off? That's because just by saying you're going to do something or get onto something, is not actually doing it, you know. And so I make a lot of references in my videos about, you know, creating an identity and then creating some goals and then going executing them. And in creating those goals, you're actually writing them down. And whilst I think goals are useful, creating goals won't get you anywhere. You know, it's not going to get anything done. So in a way, you know, every time you say, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, I'm going to create this, I'm going to start this business, I'm going to get in shape, all you're doing really is just putting it off, you know. The real difference comes when you actually put it into practice and start working on things. Any goal is achieved in the systems you put in place. It's like consistent application of rituals, routines and habits that you do every day, you know. It's the consistency of it. If you want to achieve a big goal, if you have a big goal, it's achieved in the consistency and continuous application of habits, the right habits and systems, if you will, that are going to get you there. Now, I still think goals are important, but goals are like a trajectory, like a North Star, a guiding point which you want to aim at. But just by writing goals down, you know, it's not going to get that doesn't do anything. You could say it's a step forward, yes, but the work only really starts, or, you know, getting closer to the goal only happens when you actually start working towards it, and that's day-to-day, consistent application of rituals, routines and habits. So yeah, in a way, just by saying you're going to do something is actually a form of procrastination if you think about it. It's only when you actually start doing it. So can you actually start working towards something without actually defining a goal? Yes. So why do we create goals? Well, I would say we create goals on big things, you know, in life, like big plans. Big goals are like something to aim at. And you may never achieve the end result, but you're going to consistently work towards it. And I also think if you do achieve, let's say you have a goal of making, I don't know, £100,000 or $100,000, and you achieve it, or you get close to it, what would I do? I'd move the goalpost back and make it 500,000 or something like that. So you've still got that goal, if you will, that's pulling you forwards. But the way you get there is consistent application of habits. So let's look at, right, okay, got to make 100,000, right? How would you do that? You've got a business idea, you create a plan. I would create a plan for this. And what are the things that are going to get me closer to that goal? So I don't know, maybe it's some marketing, creating a compelling offer, all these things, you know, communication, whatever that might be, and actually executing on these things and actually starting to sort of get a couple of clients, early clients, then nurturing those clients, because looking after an existing client is always worth far more than getting a new client, you know, because you want to reduce churn. So you might want to do them things, right? And that will, just in taking them steps, let's say every day, you're going to do small steps that gets you closer consistently. So you're going to consistently deliver a good service to your clients if you get any clients, right? Consistently, every single day. That's an example. And eventually, you know, if you do enough of the right things, the right habits, you'll get the result. So a good one is in health and fitness, you know. If you eat well every day, watch what you eat, make sure your diet's right. I've got loads of videos on diet. So if you're training, you know, high protein, that kind of thing, you do it every day, eat whole foods every day, you will eventually get the results. It takes some time, but you will. And if you train every day, again, you will get some results. Obviously you need rest, so you might not want to train every day, but you get the point. Every day you're working towards that goal. You don't just get the physique that you want in a week. You know, it take a year, take 2 years, 3 years, whatever, keeps getting better. It's done consistently over time. So yeah, you could say that, I don't know, something like getting in shape, you don't need a plan. right, yeah, fine, just to get started. You can just start and then formulate and get better as time goes on. So that's kind of the principles of Maxwell Malt's book, which is psycho-cybernetics. So you just create a goal or a desired result that you want, and you just aim at it. You just start, and your mind and body will course correct like a guided missile towards that goal consistently. Yes, you can improve that way. What creating a plan does is it just gets you there further. It's a bit of upfront thinking. On something complex, you need to create a plan, because you can look at research and what would be the best way of doing something, and you can take inspiration from others that have been there before you, just to avoid some of the common pitfalls and just get there a bit quicker. But whilst you can create a plan, the real learning and value is always in the execution, and that is consistent application of daily rituals, routines and habits, right? So yes, I would say create a plan, but ultimately you need to be consistently working towards that goal or that result daily. So also, when you consistently work towards a goal, it allows you to pivot and change and make little subtle tweaks to the habits that you put in place or the systems that you put in place to deliver that. And it's a great way, So a lot of people create things like New Year's resolutions at New Year's, or create a plan, or have a goal to get a new job, lose some weight, whatever. But they don't actually do anything. And that's the difference. All goals and results are achieved by the consistent application of rituals, routines and habits. It's the daily systems that you put in place, consistent small steps every day. All right, hope you like that one. See you all next time.